In this video, we are going to discuss about burn charts. So before even we look into burn charts, see, let me share that day in, day out, we are dealing with so many data points or datas, right? Be it the productivity or quality, errors, the money spent, the timelines which has been spent in completing a work. So many datas are there, and all these datas are being presented in a graphical format or a pictorial format. So there are different graphical formats like histogram, pie chart, scatter diagram, bar chart, line graph, trend chart, and so on, right? So why the data to be presented in a graphical format? As you know, it's easier to understand. The graphical formats helps us to understand the data in a much easier way, and the visual effects are more appealing for human understanding. So now, as I said, there are so many graphical representation tools. We are going to look into Burn chart. Burn chart is one of the agile tool. It helps us to understand the team's progress and also helps us to forecast when the project will get over. So there are two types of or two burn charts we call as burn up chart and burn down chart. So as you see on the screen, the line goes up. So the burn up chart represents the work that has been completed on a cumulative basis. So over a course of the project, the progress line on the burn up chart will move forward or move upward, showing the increase in the amount of work that has been completed. So in this graph, if you see, the dotted lines represent the plan, right? So there is a plan to complete 35 story points. Day one, it is starting. Every day you plan to complete some amount of work. By day 10, on a cumulative basis, you would have completed 35 story points. And this gray line represents the amount actually, the work which is actually been completed. So the dotted line is your plan, and this gray line is your actuals, right? So this is burn up chart representing the work that has been completed. So can you tell me how is the performance as per this graphical representation, that is the burn up chart? Is it good or bad? Right. So let us take one of the day and see whether it is good or bad. Let me take day 8. Let me draw a line. Right. If you see here, as on day 8, you should have completed what? 28 story points. But as on day 8, how much you have completed? Approximately 15 story points. So again, against a target of 28, you have completed only 15 story points, right? The amount of work done against the plan is less. So your performance is not good. I hope you understood what is burn down chart and how you can see there is more dynamics into the burn up chart. In this video, we will see as an overview. Soon we will come out with another video which we will discuss in detail about the burn up chart. This is an overview. This is more than enough for your PMP exam as of now. Okay, got it. And in current PMP exam, you started getting questions on burn up and burn down chart. And even in agile based certification like PMI, ACP and PMP, both it requires for you to have a good understanding of burn up and burn down chart. So I hope you understood what is burn up chart and how to read the chart, right? So now let us move to the other burn chart, which is the burn down chart. So what is burn down chart? Burn down chart represents the remaining work against the plan. So if you see here, total work in hand is 35 story points. Every day you plan to complete some work, and by day 10, you will be having 0 work in hand. So the dotted lines is your plan and the gray line is your actuals. So how much ever work you have completed, the remaining work is being presented here. So how is the performance here? Let us take a day, maybe day 5. Okay. So as per this graph, the remaining work has to be 20 story points. The remaining work in hand is to be 20 story points. But if you notice, we have almost 32 story points. Against a plan to have only 20 story points, you have 35 story points. You have more work to do, remaining work. So the performance is bad. Got it? So I hope you understood what is burn down chart. Burn down chart is a graphical representation of the remaining work to be done or remaining story points. Got it? And this graph represents not a good performance. Actually speaking, the previous chart, that is the burn up chart and the burn down chart, the data is the same. Here in burn-up chart, the graph represents the cumulatively how much work has been completed, story points done, completed. Burn-down chart represents the remaining work, right? The data is the same. The representation is what is different. So this is one of the important learning for your PMP exam as well as ECP exam. And also this is a beautiful tool which you can use in your workspace as well. Right? If you understood the concept of burn up chart and burn down chart, do like our video and subscribe to our channel for more learnings. Thank you very much.